Hey guys, it's Sam here from Song 101, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use audio VST plugins with OBS so that you can add some effects, some compression, reverb to your live stream gigs or anything that you might be doing live stream wise. There's two ways of doing this. The first one is to do it all inside OBS. That's the nice straightforward way. The second way is to route your audio through your DAW, and the reason you might want to do this is because for some reason OBS won't work with waves or anything that uses a shell. So we have to put everything through your DAW and then back into OBS. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so here is OBS. I'm going to get rid of this input source and start from scratch. Okay, so there's nothing here. I'm going to go to sources, add audio input capture. I'm going to call it AKG. That's the name of my microphone. Device, I'm going to select my audio interface, which is the Focusrite one. Okay. And now we can see we've got the input here. My mic is plugged into input 1. This is really important because OBS will only pick up audio from inputs 1 and 2. So if you have a 8-channel interface, you can't go into anything past 2. Okay, so I'm going to click my fingers in front of the mic. Hopefully we will see a signal. There it is. Nice and straightforward. Okay, I'm going to click on AKG and start adding some audio effects. So filters, I've right clicked on AKG, filters, I'm going to add one down here, and then OBS has some built in already, but we can also select our own with VST plugin at the bottom. So I'm going to OK that. Now, providing you've got the VST plugins installed on your computer, they will show up here automatically. So I might add some compression, and then I can add another one if I want. Let's say some reverb. And to alter the settings, we'll go to open plugin interface and do whatever we want to do. Easy peasy. The problem comes when we try and add a third one, and it's waves. Anything under waves, for instance, I use CLA vocals quite a bit. I can't do that because I can't open the wave shell. It will crash OBS. So to do that, I need to route my audio through my DAW and then back into OBS. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's get rid of this. Okay, this software here is called Mix Control, and it's what I use with my audio interface. I have a Scarlett Focusrite 18i20, I think it's called. Really common. This software is brilliant. Most interfaces come with some software like this, so I highly recommend you get to grips with how it works. It's made for routing audio to different places and sending different mixes, so that's perfect for what we're doing here. Okay, so my mic is now plugged into input 8. So if I click my fingers again, we can see the signal coming into 8 there. Now I've got all the faders down because I don't want to listen to the unprocessed audio. I want to listen to the processed audio. So it's plugged into 8. I'm going to open up my DAW. I use Ableton, but obviously this will work with Pro Tools or whatever you use. Let's get rid of these. Okay, so I've got a audio track, and let's just pretend it's like default. Here we go. An audio track here. I'm going to set the input to 8. That's where my mic is plugged in. I'm going to arm it to record, and then I'm going to monitor everything that comes in. So now what's happening is the signal comes in, the processing is applied, and then we're going to hear that processing, hopefully in real time, depending on how quick your computer is and interface. So any effects that we want to add, we're going to add to this track. So I might add some compression, some reverb again, yada yada, whatever we want. Okay, now this signal here is being sent to the master track, which is down here, master, and from the master track is then being sent to outputs 3 and 4. So I've selected 3 and 4 here. Now what this means is it's been sent to the DAW output 3 and 4. It's like a virtual output. If you can't see this, by the way, you can go to configure and output config and add however many outputs you want. But yeah, it's the output 3 and 4 of Ableton. It's not the output on the back of my audio interface. So to send it there, which is what I plan to do, I'm going to open up my mix control, and we can see here line output 3, line output 4. They are the physical outputs on the back of my Focusrite interface. And I've routed my DAW output 3 to line output 3 and DAW output 4 to line output 4. So what this means is when it comes out of the master track down here, and we've selected 3 and 4, it is now physically going to outputs 3 and 4 on my audio interface. Why would we want to do that? We need to do that because what we're going to do next is physically connect the outputs 3 and 4 to inputs 1 and 2. And when I say physically, I mean with a wire. So I've got 2 wires coming out of the back of my interface and coming back around to the front to inputs 1 and 2. The reason being is that OBS, as we said before, it only listens to inputs 1 and 2. So we can't have it listening to output 3 and 4. It just doesn't work like that. Okay, so to recap the setup here, because this is confusing and I hate doing routing stuff, but what I've got going on is my microphone plugged into 8. So we can see that again, we've got a signal. In my DAW, I'm listening to track input 8, sorry. I've armed it, I've set the monitor to in, and it's going to the master track. And any processing I want is on this audio track. So yeah, it gets sent to the master track then, and then it's sent to outputs 3 and 4 of the DAW. And then in mix control, DAW 3 and 4 are being sent to line outputs 3 and 4. From there is a physical wire which goes from output 3 to input 1. So from here to here. And then output 4 to input 2, so here to here, so that we've got a stereo signal. And as you can see, again, if I click my fingers, we've got a signal on inputs 1 and 2 as well as input 8. The signal for inputs 1 and 2 is the processed signal. That's great because now when we open OBS, we're going to add an input source. I'm going to call it AKG again. Okay. Device, Focusrite, okay, and here it is. This is my microphone which is plugged into input 8 now, and I've got the process signal coming back into inputs 1 and 2. So if I click my fingers, I can hear the reverb coming through. Okay, I think that is it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I will get back to you and try and help you out. Whilst you're down there, if you could give me a thumbs up and click the subscribe button, that would be brilliant. That would help me out. Yeah. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video.